Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including, is a major cable channel interested in AEW? More speculation on the Devil's identity in AEW? Is Dirty Dom done in NXT? Cody talks MJF in WWE? Lacey Evans opens up about Vince McMahon, and more. Is another major cable channel interested in AEW? Potentially good news for All Elite Wrestling, especially if the rumors about Warner Bros. Discovery showing renewed interest in acquiring the rights to Raw are true. Dave Meltzer recently reported that CM Punk may have sparked new interest in Warner's picking up Raw. While losing Warner as a client wouldn't be good, there could be hope should that happen. Nick Hausman had an interesting take on things during a recent episode of his Rumor and Innuendo podcast. This is all rumor and innuendo, and I'll get to everything, but it would seem like there will be some suitor of some kind for AEW. One network that was brought up to me, which is like, I can see this, I don't know if there's anything to it, is FX, who seem to want to market towards that younger, rebellious audience that AEW brings in. Fox is now getting out of the WWE business, so it may be a bit of a ball and cup there. The demand for quality content for TV remains high. This includes traditional broadcast television, cable channels, and streaming services. This has led to some record-breaking payouts for entertainment content, as seen with sports and wrestling. Professional wrestling provides new content throughout the year with no off-season. Pro wrestling delivers strong ratings in the all-important 18 to 49 demographic, which makes it appealing to advertisers. The idea that it's game over for AEW if Warner Bros. Discovery opts out is premature. AEW should be able to find a new home for its content. The question is whether this new home, or new homes, can meet two essential needs. These needs are, 1. Being broadcast in a sufficient number of homes, and 2. Delivering a sufficient amount of cash. Switching to another channel or streaming service could lead to AEW being broadcast in fewer homes. This isn't the end of the road. For example, SmackDown's move to the USA Network means that the show will be broadcast in fewer homes than when it aired on Fox. However, the USA Network is still broadcast in enough homes to provide a good audience base as long as fan interest continues. A promotion wants to have its content available in as many homes as possible, not only to build ratings, but to expose more people to the product. The revenue AEW gets for the air rights for its content is more important. The wrestling industry has changed, and large promotions derive a major portion of their income from rights fees. WrestleNomics' Brandon Thurston recently estimated AEW's revenue, arguing that AEW needs to double the amount it currently receives for its TV to be profitable. Thurston's analysis may be off since AEW does not release its financial records. Nevertheless, the company needs to get a good payday for the rights to its programming. For now, AEW fans will have to wait and see whether Warner Bros. Discovery opts to stay with the company or go with WWE. However, short of AEW having a catastrophic drop in ratings, there will be other potential parties interested in AEW's content. Is MJF coming to WWE? The current AEW World Champion has made it clear he would sign with whoever gives him the most dough when his current AEW deal expires. However, rumor has it that Wrestling's Salt of the Earth may have already re-upped with AEW. Nonetheless, Cody Rhodes thinks the WWE Universe will see MJF at some point in the company. The American Nightmare recently chatted with Michael Kay and Peter Rosenberg on the Yes Network, claiming, "One day I think you will see MJF in WWE." Rhodes praised MJF's work ethic and also complimented him for putting on more muscle. When he does that jump, I don't know when that is if he makes the jump, but if he comes to WWE, he'll have to stand across from guys like Drew McIntyre. You have to stand across from guys like Omos or gosh, Brock Lesnar. Some MJF fans have argued that Max is too small to get a decent push in the WWE if he jumps there. Do you agree? Lacey Evans opens up about Vince McMahon. Former WWE superstar Lacey Evans is no longer in the WWE, so what does she really think about Vince McMahon? Evans chatted with Chris Van Vliet and gushed with praise for Mr. McMahon, recalling how she wasn't being used at one point, and she asked Vince if she could have time off to try and have a baby. According to Evans, McMahon told her to take the time she needed. She double-checked with Vince that he didn't need her, explaining, "I made sure because that man is fucking awesome. He's done a lot for me and my family, and I was just very thankful to be in that room having that discussion and having that opportunity in WWE, right? Life-changing money, blah blah blah, and I'm in a cool experience." Evans told Van Vliet that wrestling was never her passion and her current work is. So it's just the things that I get to do now, and the difference that I get to make to me is so rewarding that I have never since August 16th, so a few months on, I have not once questioned if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm happy or if this is my why. I wake up every day day, get my coffee, and I go to try to change lives and make a difference, including in my own home with my kids and my husband, so it's been awesome. What do you think about Lacey Evans' take on Vinnie Mac? Potential spoiler, wild rumor on the Devil's identity. Who is hiding behind the devil mask in AEW? MJF, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, someone else? Spoilers ahead, so skip to our next story if you like to let storylines play out. AEW's hot mystery angle continues to keep fans guessing as to who's been orchestrating attacks on an assortment of AEW wrestlers, and now a new theory suggests it could be Jack Perry, who has been absent from AEW TV since his alleged altercation with CM Punk at All In. The Devil and his henchmen struck again on the 13th December Dynamite, attacking Hangman Adam Page and planting him into a car windshield. The attack was similar to the spot at All In where Jack Perry planted Hook onto a car windshield. The similarity has sparked speculation that Perry is the man behind the mask. However, Fightful Select is reporting, Fightful received a message from one high-level source immediately after the segment specifying that they don't believe Jack Perry is involved in the angle. We've been told technically Perry's suspension has long been up, but he's not been back at the shows. It's always possible that creative plans could change to adjust who is planned for the group. Who do you think is behind the mask? Let us know in the comments below. What move did Eric Bischoff call one of wrestling's greatest decisions? A recent comment from Eric Bischoff may have fans' jaws dropping, as Eazy-E recently declared a recent WWE move as one of the most financially successful in pro wrestling. Bischoff had this to say on a recent episode of his podcast. By the way, I'm gonna go on the record right now, the acquisition of CM Punk to WWE might have been one of the most financially successful acquisitions in all of pro wrestling. Wow, did I just say that? Punk has already boosted the WWE's ratings, ticket sales, and merchandise sales. However, his true value could be if he helps WWE convince Warner Bros. Discovery to pick up Raw. Cody Rhodes dusts off iconic match. Cody Rhodes is scheduled for a big bout at Madison Square Garden as he faces Shinsuke Nakamura at the 26th December house show in Madison Square Garden. Now, a special stipulation has been added to the match. Breaking: Cody Rhodes will face Shinsuke Nakamura in a bull rope match at the WWE Holiday Tour show at Madison Square Garden on the 26th. The bull rope match generally involves two wrestlers attached to a large bull rope with a cowbell attached. The wrestler wins the match by ramming his opponent into each turnbuckle. A wrestler must do so 4 times consecutively, or they have to start over. For example, if a wrestler rams his opponent's head into 3 of the 4 turnbuckles, but comes up short with the 4th, they must start over. In some cases, a bull rope match can be won by pinning an opponent, but this is the exception to the rule. Cody Rhodes' father, Dusty Rhodes, turned the bull rope match into his specialty. The American Dream waged many bloody battles during his career, and the bull rope match was often used as a stipulation match during his feuds. The American Nightmare has had his hands full in battling Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura seems obsessed with ruining Cody Rhodes' goal of fulfilling his father's dream of winning a world championship in the WWE. Whether that bull rope match allows Rhodes to gain revenge for Nakamura attacking him, including spraying him multiple times with poison mist, remains to be seen. Dirty Dom done with NXT? Is Dominic Mysterio done in NXT? Dirty Dominic has been crushing it on the black and gold brand ever since he captured the North American Championship. However, Ringside News' Nitish Vashishta thinks the Judgment Day member is done following his title loss to Dragon Lee. That's not the only reason, though. The speculation of Dominic being weaned off NXT comes after he was replaced on the NXT show's banner on WWE's official site by Dragon Lee. If this is the case, then Dominic is likely to be done with the North American title as well. Dominic's run on NXT has to be considered a success. Mysterio increased ratings when he was on, and his presence on Raw and NXT didn't dilute his value as a heel. The case can be made that the ratings increase helped WWE negotiate its TV rights deal with the CW for NXT, a rights deal that is bringing more money in for WWE. Did Dirty Dom's sordid past catch up with him at an Australian airport? Last but not least, Dominic Mysterio and his mommy Rhea Ripley are currently in Perth, Australia to hype up the WWE's upcoming Elimination Chamber PLE. However, Dominic claims he had trouble trying to enter the country. Rey Mysterio's wayward son kayfabed things during an appearance alongside Rhea on Australia's Alan and Carly radio program. Here's what Dom and Rhea had to say when Dom was asked whether his kayfabe criminal past made things difficult for entering the country. Dominic Mysterio: the mullet and the tattoos, they looked at me like, we're gonna search your bags. Alan Aldworth: and then they ask you what you do for a living and you tell them and they don't believe you, I assume. Dominic Mysterio: 100%. Carly: until you slam a chair on their head? Dominic Mysterio: no, until they see Rhea Ripley. Rhea also tweeted photos of her and Dom hanging out. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news, stories, and rumors you need to know. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.